Hi guys, it's math time. We are going to be talking over the next couple of days into next week about even and odd numbers, larger numbers, counting by tens, fives, twos, and looking at a hundreds chart, right? So we were working on a lot of that stuff before quarantine, before we were at home, and so I want to make sure that you guys have all of those skills that you need, as they are very important going into first grade, to have a strong, solid number sense. So we're going to be recapping a lot of those skills over the next couple days, but I know some of you're going to be like, man, I remember that just like that, and you may not even need my videos, and if that's you, that's great. So some of you may say, I remember her talking about it, but I don't remember exactly what I'm supposed to do to find out, or I don't remember exactly what that means. So if you're one of those friends, then feel free to always watch the videos and they'll help you be able to complete the task. So today we're going to be reviewing odd and even. So I attached a video for odd Todd and even Steven. Hopefully you guys remember them. We talked in great detail about them before the break. And also we talked about counting those numbers. So we had our little song, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and even was his name. Oh. And we did the same thing for our odd numbers. So you're going to have a lot of recap on what makes those numbers odd and what makes those numbers even. Now, we talked about how we can just memorize them, right? We can just know that 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8 are even, and we can know that 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 are odd. But what if we didn't have them memorized? Like, what if we wanted to find out, but we couldn't remember, or we weren't sure? So we talked in great detail about even numbers always having a partner. They are the happiest of numbers because they all have a buddy. The odd numbers, there's always a friend left out. And so they're not as happy. They're still happy, but they're not as happy because there's always one friend who doesn't have a buddy. So we're going to recap that with my tens frames that I've made here for you. So I'm going to turn so that you can see this up close. Let me pull it out so you can see all of the numbers. Very good. All right, so my first number is number 7. And so I'm wanting to know, is the number 7 odd or even? Now, remember when we talked about our tens frames? Usually we put a tens frame, we go all the way across left to right. But when we're talking about odd and even numbers, we want to stack those partners on top because we're trying to figure out, is there one without a partner? So it would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you can tell, my friend underneath number 7 does not have a partner. So if he does not have a partner, he is an odd number. So 7 is odd. Now let's look at number 2. Again, I want to draw them where they have their partners stacked up. So 1, 2. Hopefully you're yelling out even, right? Because they both have their partners. So this is going to be an even number. What about number 5? I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I see that he is left without a partner. So 5 is an odd number. All right, let's look at this one. Number 6, right? So I'm going to go fill in my chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see they all line up. They all have a buddy. And so 6 is an even number. No one's left out. They all have a friend. And then our last one, number 3. 1, 2, and 3. So that friend does not have a partner. So number 3 is an odd number. Now, also before we left, we were talking about how would we want to draw 312 counters? That would take us forever, right? So we decided that's a really bad idea. We would never want to have to make 312 counters to find out if everybody had a partner. And then Miss Freeman said, wait, watch this magic trick. We only need to look at the last number in the number, right? And if this number is an even number, then that whole number is an even number, right? So I'm looking at the 2 in 312, okay? That's what I'm looking at, that last number. So is that number 312, is that going to be odd or even? Well, 0, 2, and even was his name. 2 is an even number. Excellent. What about number 7? Well, I did him earlier right here, number 7. He did not have a partner, so he's an odd number. So that means 27 is an odd number. What about number 14? So that one ends with a 4. 0, 2, 4. 4 is going to be even because everybody has a partner. When I draw those counters out, everybody has one. And then what about 293? Woo, that's a big number. I sure am glad we don't have to draw counters for that because that would take forever. 293. So I'm looking at 3. And I did number 3 already over here in my tens frame. So did 3, everybody have a partner? No, they didn't. So this number is odd. And then look at the last one I did for you today. He's a little trickier. 39. I did not do 9 for you on this side. So let's think about it. Here was number 7 though. What if I did 8 and 9? Oh, 9 still doesn't have a buddy underneath. So this number, 39, he is going to be odd. So it doesn't matter how big the number is. It could be a number even in the thousands. It could be 7,522, right? And we could still find out if it's odd or even by looking at the last number in that number. So today, your little quiz is very simple. It's only doing numbers that are smaller numbers. So if you need to draw your counters out, have a piece of paper nearby. If the number is 3 and you want to draw your counters stacked on top so that you can see for sure, remember, evens, they always have a buddy. Happy. Odd friends, there's someone left out. Like in the number 5 on my paper. There's a friend who doesn't have a partner. And so the odd numbers are the ones who don't have a partner. So keeping that in mind, you're going to go now and do the Google quiz that is posted and submit it to me. You guys did great today. Great listening ears. I know this was a longer video recap, but I felt like you guys really might need that little update on odd and even numbers. Hope you have a great rest of your day.